clap and hit the right buttons. Good evening, everybody! Yay!
You're back!
Harley Blackbird, good to see ya. So, I am CJ. Go by Styrian 1987 online. I'll be your GM this evening. As we play again, Wicked and Weird is the MHI RPG Monster Hunter International RPG we're playing in the world of Monster Hunter International. Using Savage Worlds rules, Savage Worlds rules. I can't talk tonight, it's been a long day. So, we're going to start with Josh on my left here.
Hello, I am Josh. I'm known as Mishley in most places on the internet, whenever that name is not taken, which, never mind, long story. Anyway, I am playing Finn, the team sharpshooter.
Oh, I am, what's my name now?
Trig.
I'm Jason, I am playing Trig, Trig for short.
Your name is Trig, you can call me Trig for short.
Well, it's Craig, and then it's Trig. Yes, anyway, he is Rune's brother, my last character I played, who was a female and hot. And who died. Lagatha. She got cut in half by a vice.
She's only the half the person that Trig is now.
Yes. You could say she was really cut down to size.
Oh, Jesus.
We're here all night.
But not really. We're actually out of here at like 9 o'clock, so
it's true.
Moving on.
Anyway, yeah. And now I play her brother, who is a medium to long range shooter.
And then he's going to get bitten by a zombie, and you're going to be playing their father, who's like, these guys ain't taking any more of my kids.
I'm the old bull, they were the young ones, and I got them by the horns now.
So, moving on.
Okay, and I'm Garrett. I play the resident book nerd, Mike.
Yep.
Who's
Cannon.
Yeah. Getting his guns built up to pump you up.
Because my cannon is
Mike did just level up and he improved his strength, so
he might be walking around shirtless now from time to time.
We thought he was at the library. He was actually at the gym trying to find out what a bicep was.
And of course,
what is this bicep you speak of?
We're supposed to have two of them? I think it's only got one.
Anyway, I, of course, am Prosperous Guard on the Twitch and Twitter. I am, of course, playing my usual character, Wesley Waywood, gentleman, entrepreneur, and tracker of the group, trying to keep these youngins in line as best I can. But not really.
Until, like he says, I want to play my character's parents because they're both dead. In which case, then I'm going to be like, you listen here, young whippersnapper, you gotta control these people better.
Wasn't it Futurama that had that, where it was...
Oh, yeah. He jumps in the future, and then...
They had the family kept dying off.
Yep.
Anyway. So, we're starting, maybe about a week after our last one. The team... Save the town. Yay. No one knows, because, of course, no one knows.
It's all through the power of shambling speed.
Yes. Shambling speed!
Also known as power walking.
Yes, power walking.
And grenades.
Anyway, the team is in Boss's Brew.
Yep.
A nice, stable, nice evening. Fairly regular.
Good.
Adrian stops by. You remember Adrian from last week?
Yes, he is the puff-exempt fellow.
Yes.
As he clearly showed to us.
Yep.
Not sure what to think of him yet, but we'll find out.
He delivers a briefcase over, full of cash. Because remember, he did offer you money for the moonshine for his clubs.
Yeah. To start delivering Basra's moonshine there. I was totally willing to make the deliveries.
Yes. So he's paying you. There's the first installment. Adrian still very dapper, suit, tie, speaks in a almost British accent, and
almost.
Yeah, buys you guys around, buys you all a round of drinks as a
good sign of good faith or something.
Yeah. A celebration of our future business endeavors.
All right.
And he downs it in one.
Here. That Basra makes a mean drink. I sure do. Thank you, sir. Not a problem. I'm done with that.
as you guys are sitting around having a drink, I mean, what else are you going to do when you want a bar? You're going to spend time in the bar, right?
Might as well.
Sure.
Or at the business, or...
Yeah.
But it's after business hours.
Yep.
It is open mic night. Because that's how you get people in the door.
I'm open!
Tonight we're playing Operation on open mic night.
This is what you get for missing last week.
I always fail at this game.
Okay. What music is going on right now? I have to ask.
No, currently they're
This is Mike's.
between musicians, and a gal steps up on stage. She is a little shorter than average.
Tequila.
Black hair.
It's my go-to
She
karaoke song.
has
It's a good one.
kind of like sparkly eyes. Just like very energetic.
Sparkly eyes.
Sparkly eyes, not skin. Eyes.
No? Yeah. Let's go get the guns, because people's eyes don't sparkle normally, boss.
I mean, they're not like... you know what I mean. And
No,
she sits
we're
up on
honest.
stage.
There's a sparkle in her eye.
Yes.
You mean I caught the twinkle in her eye? Got
Yes.
it. Oh.
It is her. She walks up on stage.
It's Whitney
sits down
Houston.
with a guitar.
Yep.
And she starts singing and playing the guitar. And as everyone notices, or as you guys eventually notice, the entire place kind of quiets down to listen to her sing.
Mhm.
Her voice is
Dramatic.
not traumatic.
No.
Her voice is very crystal clear. Almost a little bit like,
An angel.
not an angel, but her voice is like crystal.
Taylor Swift. Angel.
Stop.
I know. Angel, Taylor Swift, same thing. Whatever.
Anyway, pretty close to Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. All right. So angel level. All right.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
You
if it
know
was
a
a
Crimson
siren.
Demon there, Slevin?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome in.
So she finishes up a couple songs. The whole place erupts in cheers, and she walks off stage quietly and leaves.
That was weird.
Yes, it
Adrian,
was.
Hey, boss, should totally have her come back sometime.
That might be a good idea.
Maybe we
Adrian,
can...
who's still standing there because he was drinking with you still, it's like, very interesting gal.
Why?
As I slip into Irish instead of British.
Very interesting.
That's okay, he's been drinking.
Yeah, he's been drinking.
That would be fun.
I've been listening to Patriot games, so lots of Irish there. Moving on. So, week goes by, next open mic night, she stops by again, sings again. 3-4 songs this time, but again, same effect on the place. Everyone kind of quiets down and listens to her sing, cheers for her. By this time, you've learned her name is Harper.
Okay.
Harper
And
the Harpy.
Harper? No. It's a Bard reference.
I honestly randomly generated this.
It's still a Bard reference.
Right. So Harper asks if she's, if she comes up to you afterwards and is like, so what do you think of my singing?
I think you are mighty talented, young miss.
Oh, really?
Yes. Actually, yeah, I'm curious if you would like to make some regular profit from this.
You want me to play a regular spot?
Yes.
I've never been paid to play for people before, but
I'll be straight with you, miss. We just want you to keep on coming back, but incentivize you. We'll give you a little bit of profits from all the commodities we earn in the night, and we'll make sure you get well compensated.
okay. Yeah, I think I can do that.
Once in that week work for you for these mic nights?
Yeah, I work my regular job until 7 though, so I'd have to come in after that.
Well, that's fine. We'll just schedule around that.
Okay. All right.
Welcome aboard.
She shakes your hand and then just walks away beaming, like mile wide.
Hey, boss. Discounted drinks half an hour before she gets here.
Oh, that is smart. I'll have to pitch that by Miss Jessica. Make sure that she gets that arrangement. That does not mean Basar gets to drink more.
But boss, I make it.
I know you make it, but we need to keep it so we can keep selling it and making more profit out of this sale. That's how it works.
But what I drink and what I make, what I make and what I test are two different things.
All right, Jessica's gonna be eyeing you, so you don't go out of control with it.
Well, I'll be eyeing her too.
I'm sure she is, and she's eyeing you with her shotgun.
Just remember, she's your boss here.
And I'm your boss and her boss.
Yes.
She can go over your head.
Not literally, but...
I mean, if she got a stool, she can get a stool.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I could lay down.
I don't know if Jessica's watching, but hi, Jess.
Jess is our artist and one of our first fans.
Yes.
So she's an NPC in our Mary story.
That's
We...
I was thinking it was the chick that was singing.
No!
I already forgot.
Purple beat off and got hired.
No, if you stick around, we will probably add you as an NPC at some
Absolutely.
point, just because it's fun.
Yeah.
So,
I just walk out.
couple weeks go by. No monster hunts
All right.
of any note. Maybe a couple zombies, but nothing major.
Okay. Could we at least get a report on the guy we saw when we were leaving the last zone? There was a mysterious individual.
Yes. So I need someone to make an investigation roll.
I'm going to help you with that.
Ooh, investigation. It's the one thing I get to do.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's see. I roll one of these doohickeys.
I think you get a +2 for your investigator.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed, if you're going to help me make a knowledge bureaucracy check, please.
Okay.
Because you're going to know who to talk to, and he's going to know the people.
+2.
Actually,
7.
I was in a couple times. I'm going to help with that as well.
Okay, so Ed is going to be the primary.
Yep.
So Josh.
I did not assist.
Okay.
I did assist.
So you got a 5. So Garrett, add 2 to your roll.
9.
9. 9. The good news is, you do manage to find something out.
What is this mysterious guy we're talking about
So
again?
when we were, that's right, you weren't here. So
Yep.
when we were leaving the last job with the Shamblers, there was just a man staring out the window, just watching everything, not reacting. It wasn't Adrian.
That was me.
It was not you. He did not have a majestic beard.
He did not.
The majestic beard was not there.
So
That's right. Mike has grown a beard.
there was
now.
no white van, so this could be a guy involved in it, or just some complete random stranger. We gotta find
Do you
out.
think he might be the guy that killed those 3 vampires and stuck them to the pole that we
That's
didn't figure out who it
also a
was?
possibility, but there's no
The
connection
white
at this
van
time.
is a reference to our first story arc.
Yeah.
We had a character who was dropping off zombies for gangs in a white van. They found him, killed him, and then time reset for 5 minutes.
and we're aware of it.
And everyone's aware of the 5-minute reset.
And then he surrendered instead of dying again.
Yeah, he surrendered instead of dying again, and they didn't have to fight through, 6 whites and a vampire?
It
I
was,
didn't have to
and
blow
two
a
Mr.
zombie's
Rex.
head off.
Yeah, 2 Mr. Rex
Blank,
types.
blank, and-
Yep.
I'm still not entirely sure it wasn't Alien's boss.
I'm convinced it is not
So,
aliens.
you do find...
2 things. I do want to just make sure they're accounted for. One, during the 2 weeks downtime, we still owe the gnomes a keg. So
No,
we'll make sure that
we
gets
paid
done.
all that. Yeah.
And
I was
also,
gonna say, I just make a keg of my moonshine and send it their way.
we'll like to set aside
I
the
throw
back
in
room
a
for
pony
for
keg.
Yeah,
It's
it's,
a tip.
it sits out in the back, and it sits out in the alleyway, and then disappears, and then a week later, it's there empty.
Oh no, they're welcome to the back room when we owe them. Because we've got a separate room for...
Oh, that's right.
We got the
That's
thing
the owner, right.
for the
The
creepy
other one-
creatures.
Yes.
The other one is just during the 2 weeks, I'm going to be patrolling around town looking for information. One, just general, any interesting sightings. Also looking for any suspicious green hats.
All right, go ahead and make a
Streetwise?
Yep, because you're beaten. You're going to be a flatfoot before too much longer.
So fun fact with that, gnomes basically got their upbringing through MTV from the 90s,
Yes.
so they're pretty much gangland gangster types that are
Yes.
very, very Crips and Blood gangsters.
My character
It's-
grew up hanging out with gnomes. He wasn't quite raised by them, but he thought they were all just a gang of midgets for the longest time, and then he learned they were actually gnomes. Gnomes believe
very
themselves
bright,
to
was
be the
he?
hardest core gangsters.
Yes. Imagine a 2-foot person with a little 22 stuffed in their pants with, love and hate tattooed on their hands.
Chrome-plated 22.
Chrome-plated 22. Yes. Just imagine the worst stereotype of 90s gangsters and make it 2 feet tall.
Yeah. And on top of that, they are tricky little buggers because they can be unseen to the human perception and can basically teleport horizontally between barriers and such.
Yeah, so they can walk through walls and be invisible while they do it.
They're like the underwear gnomes that steal your socks.
Yep, pretty much. But
except they can actually make a profit.
And
Yeah, they can actually make a profit. They know where their phase 2 is.
They will also extort you to get your socks back, or you'll never get them back.
$20,
So-
and I give you your sock back.
You guys are
Or
doing
they'll
all
give you a
that.
sock.
Yep.
No, $20 to not get a sock.
Garrett, Mike does find a reference to The Stranger. A line in your own report to the MCV. That's the only reference to him.
Oh, interesting.
Something you already knew.
So I've seen this person before.
No, the only report of the guy being there was the report
that you guys posted.
boss typed up for the MCB.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reference to him being there.
Got it. Now I understand. I thought you were talking about a separate report from a separate mission.
Nope.
Like,
No.
we got corroborating evidence. No,
Nope,
okay.
that is the only thing. And Josh, what were you looking? Or what was Presley looking for?
Basically just general signs for monster
What
attacks
does
and
that-
also
does
green
tell us He
hacks.
probably wasn't
Okay.
a resident.
But I failed, so.
So we gotta find out where he came from.
Yeah, a good throw punch solves everything. So, okay. You're not finding anything really, really major. There's the usual homeless people go missing, but there's nothing to distinguish that from monsters or just he left town and didn't
Monsters.
tell anybody. You know?
Yeah.
There are no big major attacks anywhere, obviously.
Just keeping ears out. The gnomes know we just have a standing reward if they can get us some information before anything else.
Yep. So anyway, another week goes by. You instigate the half price drinks before Harper shows up, and it goes over very, very well. The place is you threw some advertising money at it, and the place is full when she shows up.
Excellent.
Between word of mouth and
Drinks.
drinks, yeah. Especially when you're like, "Hey, she's gonna be back. Let everyone know."
Yep.
It is. She sings for 3 hours. It is the best night Boss's Brew has ever done.
We got how much?
Can I as
Well,
Treg,
Bassar didn't
not
do
Bosser.
this. That's an extra
Treg,
0.
and like
yeah, I think so.
talking like tuxedo suit and tie out front,
The X3.
out front with like
Oh, he's the bouncer.
yeah, like out front as like a bouncer, but all at the same time I'm handing out like discounts on drinks on top of the half offs. But like
You're the
so it's
door
like
guy.
one per costume. Yeah, pretty much this door guy, but I'm also like giving people incentive to go in.
Here's the special. Bring a friend. The first drink they buy, you get one free.
There we go. Yeah, that's the deal. And I'm just kind of handing them out to people as they're going in, like, enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay.
I like to think Jessica planned with him, and they basically count him into this. So
Oh,
just,
like
you
they
put on a
con-
suit. You're gonna do
They
this.
completely conned me into it, like, yeah, just
No.
She asked you to put the suit on, and you think that
Like-
it's going to be
like,
something with
oh,
Harper.
cool, yeah, I must be singing tonight. That robust voice I have, and then it's like, here, take these. What are these? Oh, you're gonna be passing them out the door. I'm gonna what now?
More like
And put some umph in the step. Yeah, like be approachable. Approachable. Yeah, like don't make that face. What
No.
face?
you don't.
That face.
No, I've actually seen her have this conversation. That's the best part.
trying to make like a good smile as I'm handing the pat without like enjoy your stay.
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 6 with my wild die, right?
Yep.
4. Oh, yeah, 4.
Oh, darn, I was hoping you'd fail.
Or do I add them together?
No.
Nope, you just, whatever the best one is.
Alright, 4.
So you successfully get another bunch of people in there. You're basically to standing room only at this point for her performance.
Nice.
In the 3 hours that she was performing, you made as much as you did last month.
That's
Well, can't argue with the numbers.
2 zeros?
Yeah, it's
Zara didn't draw this, did he?
no.
Ooh, and
I double checked the work.
As Basra,
Wow.
can I
getting
have made like a specialty drink for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Basra is Jason's old character who retired after what? Broken arm.
Broken arm, severed tendon in like a rotator cuff.
Bitten by a werewolf.
Sliced down the chest.
Bitten
sliced
by
on
a
the
werewolf,
neck,
yeah.
Bitten by a werewolf.
Did the vampire take
Eaten
a
up
shot
by
at
a
you?
bear.
Yeah.
Smacked by a vampire.
Now, he is an
he's-
elf,
he's
so
also-
the bite by the werewolf didn't transform him.
Can't turn him.
Also, redneck elf.
Yeah, redneck elf. Yeah, elves in this universe live in the Enchanted Forest. Trailer park. And
They get checks from the government, say they're on disability. They don't do spells no more.
that is actually a quote from the book.
Yep.
From
And the
elf
queen is
All
something
all
else.
400 pounds of
She's
her.
got
Yeah.
the large
And
tracts of land.
large track suit.
moving on.
Yes.
Well,
Basra,
Well,
he's my old
can't
next
argue
morning-
with those numbers, boss. But
Who was all drinking last night? Anybody else drinking?
Basra was working, and so was
I
Trey.
had 2 drinks slowly over the night.
I had them pretty much with him.
Yeah.
All right. So
Basra had
Josh,
like
I
a
think
drink
bigger
here
check.
and there,
Yep.
like
I got a
with
3.
customers.
A
like,
3. Okay, sure.
Have I
you're-
have I ever finished a drink yet?
No, you finished the drink, but you're hungover. You
I'm
finished a few
actually
drinks.
surprised. I think this is the first time I've finished a drink without passing out. I'm getting better at this.
It's called tolerance.
Yes.
building up tolerance.
So,
Add 1 to your tolerance roll.
boss gets a call. The red phone goes off. And
Wesley.
yeah, is this wicked and weird?
Yes, it is, sir.
All right, I'm Sheriff Buford from up north,
Oh, very
Marquette
good.
County.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, we've had some people go missing.
Hmm.
And specifically, the mayor's daughter went missing.
I see.
I know where she went.
So why not the police, sir?
My instinct tells me this is something for you.
And what makes you say that? What's wicked and weird up there, sir?
Honey badgers.
Well,
Those are just weird. Not wicked.
I have nothing
Honey
to
bunch, don't give a shit.
nothing to say for certain. Just
Yeah.
my gut.
Yes, you get. Okay.
Just my gut.
Well, if that's your.
If you want to come up here, we can cover. Well, probably about $500 for the day.
I'll definitely take care of our gas and food for our boys. Yeah, we'll be over there. Wicked and weird, they are feared, but we are geared to get them cleared. We will be there shortly. Have a nice day.
Has anybody ever said how I love how well you can get that out every time? I can't get through that sentence without snickering. I
Try
applaud
saying it
you.
outside, like around friends. I'm just like, we're wicked and weird. We're geared to get you cleared, but they are feared and just
So,
every time.
Go time button, all that fun stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna make sure we are packed with Dragon's Breath as well as Silver Rounds because we are uncertain what we're dealing with.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Anyone who doesn't know Dragon Breath rounds, imagine a shotgun that fires flame.
Pretty much.
Basically, short range napalm.
Yeah, I think it's white phosphorus.
There are
I don't know.
napalm rounds.
Yeah, there are napalm rounds too. So, and then silver, obvious
degrees
for obvious reasons. How much silver are you packing? How much Dragon's Breath? How much silver? Like a magazine of each for everybody?
How much is in the van standard is a good question.
I think
Silver
we-
rounds get expensive.
Sure.
Like I know MHI does, like a normal job, you get 1 magazine of silver. Unless you know you're going against something that
Is
you
only
need
Yeah,
silver.
so loaded and magazine for each, for everybody.
Okay.
And in the truck we'll have, I'd say, an additional one for everybody.
Okay.
If we absolutely need to pull.
So total two mags for everybody
Yeah.
of silver. All right. And Dragon's Breath, like
And Dragon's Breath,
same thing.
same
All
thing, and the deputy, and any general stuff we have in there to customize.
Right. Okay. It takes several hours for you to drive up to Marquette because
I'm also just going to bring a handful of my own stuff.
Because you guys are trolls and you got to cross the bridge. So, up north, cross the Mackinac Bridge.
Mike's going, I don't care how much money she brings in, I still don't trust that Harper chick.
Right now,
It's
she's
weird.
paying us a nice amount of money. So, worst case scenario,
Pretty smile,
listening to
twinkle
her.
one eye, and a beautiful voice, and she's got everyone.
Well, you described any beautiful woman, Mike. You got out more, you might
You
understand
don't
that.
knock a pretty face when she comes back to say hi.
See, Finn even understands. If she does cause trouble, we'll cause trouble back, and we'll get paid to do so.
I can always...
He's listening to her, like, Treg's just turning the radio on and just, like, play with the radio and... Oh, Taylor Swift. Ooh.
Your skepticism is noted,
He's good.
and I
Hey,
trust
hey,
that
hey,
you will
hey,
confirm
hey,
but
okay.
verify.
Singing along
There
to
is
it.
Yeah, singing, like, every word of the song. Like,
I just want to point out
he's
to
just that
remind
big,
you,
buff guy that just doesn't look like he'd be at
he's
all.
an
And he's, like,
ex-Marine.
like, supposed to be ex-Marine.
or
so he's-
discharged, or retired Marine? What's the word I'm looking for?
Former.
Former. Pardon me.
So, for those that don't know, Michigan. This is Michigan. We're like here. Marquette is here on the UP.
Yep.
So they got a long drive ahead of them.
That's 6 hours, I think.
Yeah, actually about 6 hours.
Right. Yeah.
Mike's reading a book on
It
sirens.
is almost 8.
All right.
I'm
when
just
I
sitting here.
make the drive.
I'm polishing my new gun in the back.
So you make it up to Marquette finally.
Polish it.
Make
While
it
I'm driving.
to the sheriff's department. Walk into the sheriff's department, and Sheriff Buford greets you.
Buford.
He's a bit larger of a guy, but he doesn't look like larger, but not really overweight kind of thing. He's just older.
Sure.
You know, he has that meddling around the gut. Gray hair, big old bushy mustache. And he just basically greets you.
So,
Walks you back to a conference room. So, gentlemen, I've let my deputies know you'll be around here. And they'll have no issues with you carrying weapons if you need to.
very good.
I'd ask you don't carry anything major around in public.
Major around.
So,
Sorry, Mike's being
We will not be
snarky.
carrying RPGs around.
He's feeling spunky today.
rifles you can get away with. Just tell people you're hunting.
Of course.
The
The cities, the towns up there are just, so thriving full of people.
Marquette, the greater Marquette area has 60,000 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like half the
really
population of the
I
UP.
may or may not have done research.
Isn't
about
that like
this.
half the population of the Upper Peninsula?
I don't know. But
More or less.
anyway, he brings you back to he's in the conference room and basically lays it out. So, I don't have anything saying that it's wicked and weird stuff, except for my gut.
Sure.
And this goes no further. I know I don't really need to worry about you guys saying something, but the mayor's daughter had a little bit of a drug problem.
I see. What does your gut say we should start looking? Is there a specific region people have been kidnapped? Obviously, we could find the mayor.
Any drugs she liked in particular?
Well, up here it's always meth. But there's a couple meth houses I can get you the address to that we haven't really had a way to hit. But we've had a little bit of a turnaround in dealers lately. You can always tell when there's a turnaround in dealers because you suddenly get a bunch of overdoses and new guy cuts it differently, but we don't know of any reason that there would be a turnaround in dealers.
Do we know if the kidnapped people were under this influence of drugs?
Well, the only one we know for certain is kidnapped is the daughter, the mayor's daughter, Sophie. He plots down file folder that has picture of her, description, and stuff like that.
How old is she?
She is 18. No, scratch that. 20. She's 20. She's going to northern Michigan. So university right here in town. But you know how it goes. Boring up here. Kids tend to get into something to entertain themselves. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they go a little too far.
Something about all this suggests something much more out of the ordinary than just some drug dealers.
Yeah.
Alright.
She might have had a drug problem, but she always tended to come home. Or she always came home afterwards.
Well, we will look into it. If we need anything, we'll definitely let you know.
Alright. I've been cleared to 500 a day for 3 or 4 days. About all I can do for you.
That will work for us. We'll try to be efficient.
Alright, boys. I'm gonna go around and talk to folks around the area and see if they've.
Where are you going to talk to folks?
It's just walking around town, just kind of walking the streets.
Okay. So that would be a streetwise check. So you're doing that. What's everyone else doing?
He mentioned a new area where there is potentially a turnover of dealers. I'm gonna go there.
Okay. So streetwise check from you to follow up on the dealers.
You want to assist one of them with your investigatory talents?
Remember, investigation is generally book smarts or book investigation.
Sure.
I got a 7.
And not like actual investigation. They've changed the name in the Adventure Edition, which we're just waiting on the book.
I was thinking get a profile on the mayor's daughter.
I got 7.
See if we can find out
7?
Yep.
All right.
trackings and whereabouts. She's a missing person. Find the person. I will do my good old perimeter check and see if there's anything out of the ordinary in the outskirts.
Okay.
If something did come here that came in quietly.
So that would be notice check to drive around, look around.
Yep.
What's Mike doing?
You know, we'll hit the university.
Okay.
Check on her academics and teachers.
So
and...
streetwise from you.
Okay.
So you got a 7.
Yep.
Takes you about an hour or 2 to walk around. You did get the addresses of the suspected meth houses.
Okay.
You don't hit any of those up. You're just walking around talking to people.
I'm just.
You end up in the homeless shelter.
Okay.
And
I
you're
still got
talking
my
to
+2, right?
a older gentleman. Finnish. Long, like really scraggly hair. Missing a couple teeth. He's talking conspiracies. But then he mentions that
My guy.
Big brother always out to get you.
Big Brother's always out to get you, but you know, they're always taking people from up here because they know no one's ever going to notice.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense when you think about it.
I've lost 20 friends in the past 4 months. 20 friends in the past 4 months.
20?
Have gone missing. Yeah.
And those were all like close friends that come here with you?
Yeah, drinking buddies.
Did you ever report them to, like, I know Big Brother, but, like, just for the technicality?
I ain't telling Big Brother shit, man.
Well, when was the last time you saw like, the most recent one?
Let me think here. My memory's a little shaky.
Oh, that's understandable. Big Brother always, trying to scramble your brain.
If I had something to jog my memory, it'd probably be helpful.
Oh, like maybe like a $20 bill kind of help? Or are you thinking more like a shot of whiskey?
He takes the 20. Shot of whiskey is always helpful.
You walk right into that.
I pull out a flask and just kind of pour him a shot.
Okay. Takes it. Takes it. Oh, that's good whiskey.
Yep, only I got a friend that brews it himself, so we're acquaintances. Still kind of working on the friend point. Not sure I want to cross that line.
You like his whiskey. You're good for him.
Yeah.
So, George went missing last week. He He leans in real close conspiratorially. I swear to you, I saw Men in Black take him.
Men in Black.
Yeah, George was just laying, sleeping. And they walked up to him, talked to him for a second, woke him up. Kind of rude, but, it's Big Brother. What do you expect?
Oh, yeah, I expect nothing less.
Manners.
They helped him up, put him in a van, and they drove off.
That was the last time you saw him.
Last time I saw George.
Could you tell me where that was?
Yeah, man, yeah. And he gives you...
I pull out, a map of, the area and just have
And he, takes this really scraggly fingernail and points to it and actually leaves a mark.
I leave, a note and everything on it, too. Okay. You got a general area of where the rest of your friends were kind of at when they disappeared, before they disappeared.
He goes on for, an hour talking about... this was Steve's hideout. This was
circling them on.
This was Jason. Yeah, circling mark. You mark them all, and of course, most homeless people, they kind of eventually establish their own areas. Kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was counting on, because they would all have a general area that they would generally set up shop.
Yep, especially for busking, but
especially up there where it's a lot of woods. You go unnoticed for a long time if you want.
Yep. So. You're talking with him.
Okay.
And you are talking to the different dealers in town, right?
I was actually explicitly going to say, I want to ask the people selling the drugs. Explicitly, I'm not looking to move in on any turf, but I was looking for some information, because I heard this one girl, Mayor's girl even, she got hooked, and I want to know what that is, so maybe I can bring that home.
Well, the good news is, you have blue hats, right?
Yes. I got a bro up here, don't I?
Yes, you do. You manage to, you're talking to a dealer, and you see this little blue hat behind him. And you just kind of stop talking to the dealer. It's whatever. And you go talk to the blue hat.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells you that, yeah, man, yeah. So, we've been losing a lot of people lately.
I heard, bro. No good for business.
Yeah.
I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm going to pretend I can do that accent. Please, no one be offended.
Yeah, no, we really don't do accents. We try,
Speak
and
for
then
yourself.
we fail. So,
that's just how you talk, though.
What are you talking about? It's just an accent.
So, yeah, man. I think the feds are picking them up, but they never come back.
I got a deal for you, homie. I want to help you stop this. We can figure out what's going on. I got $500 for you. I'll give you $100 now. Good faith.
100? Sweet, man.
Another
Sweet.
4. If you can tell me what I need to know, if you can find out what's going on here.
I'll do what I can for you.
Of course.
And he just disappears.
Yep.
So, Mike,
I'm a key.
went to the university. What was your role?
Hmm?
What was your role?
Private investigator.
You walked into that one.
He is funky today.
I did. What happens when you miss a week? You get a lot of sass built up.
Yeah.
Let it out all.
Yeah.
You haven't tormented
So what
him
was your
enough
total?
today.
12.
12. Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I did explode.
So, you talked to...
Then you can't investigate much.
You managed to avoid looking weird being a man asking questions at the women's dorm.
It's a beard. No one questions the beard.
They managed... You actually find out that Sophie would kind of go on a bender every 3 months or so. And she'd be gone for a weekend and come back. But it's been 4 days since she's gone missing. It was the only reason they know she's missing is she hasn't come back yet.
Mm-hmm.
It was about time for her bender, so no one really thought anything of it. And then all of a sudden, hey, she's been gone longer than normal. So You find that out. You find the house where she normally goes to get her meds or get her drugs and
Meds.
yes, meds. And you go from there. 7. So, boss, Wesley drives around town.
I'm pretty much getting whatever information they're feeding me, but yeah.
You're driving around town, just kind of chilling.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting all the information. You're kind of collating it.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're kind of getting all the information, I want you to make a smarts check, please.
All right. 5.
5. So, you manage to kind of piece a couple things together, and you send Josh, or you can send them to places now if you wish.
Sure.
Like you know enough, you can direct them. Excuse me, sorry. So, how are you directing everybody? Because you're kind of leading the search.
Right. Okay, so where were these men in black supposedly sent off to?
Heading out to?
Yeah. I mean, they took them.
I send you pictures of the map of
Right.
where each one's marked, but I don't know where they were taking them.
Right.
I just know that they were disappearing from this area.
Okay.
There's 20, so whatever was reported to the sheriff, plus
need to
20
make
homeless
couple
people.
D4s.
are missing.
Oh no!
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. I just need more D4s.
Fine, we're all fine here.
The aliens are invading.
fine.
Big
We're all
Brother's
fine
getting
here.
us.
We're all fine here.
How are you?
Okay, where are all those spots on the map in correlation to, say, the forest? They have to be going somewhere with that many people.
They're all over town.
Okay.
You do manage to find. I need streetwise checks from everyone who's searching still. Jason, especially you, and you're going to get a +2 bonus on your roll.
+2. All right. 4 total.
All right.
What was that for on the D4?
No,
Oh,
it
okay.
was a 2.
4, 2
It was a
plus
2.
2.
+2.
Actually, you know what?
Okay.
I want to Benny that.
Okay, you can Benny that.
There we go. Explosion. And 4. So 10.
12.
Nice.
12.
Oh,
Yeah, +2.
With the +2.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
get that.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
So 12 total.
So, for those that don't know, Savage Worlds plays on everything's based on the target number of 4. So, as you get better skills, you roll larger dice. So 4, 6, up to a D12. Then, basically, it's just everything against 4. And if you roll the maximum, it creates an explosion, and you suddenly get
more numbers.
more numbers. So it is possible to roll. What did we get? Like 13 on a D4.
15.
15.
15 out of D4.
Yes. You can get huge numbers from small dice, if you're lucky. Moving on. So you do manage to find a camera. And that camera gives you a license plate number,
Okay.
which Wesley takes immediately to the sheriff, who runs it, and finds that it is owned by a business based just outside of the Hiawatha National Forest.
All right.
So remember how we said Marquette was like here?
Yeah.
The Hiawatha National Forest is right here. Huge forest.
Well, I guess we got a location to go to.
And there's down. All right, we're regrouping. We're not making any mistakes this time. Everybody meet up at the lowest near spot, and we'll mount up.
Give me a minute, boss.
All right.
I'm
We'll
just
get you
see if I
last.
can ask a couple questions.
I'm giving the homeless guy
From
$100.
I'm looking for another gnome that I can ask, or the same one.
He's using his network.
Okay.
Yep.
So you do find another gnome.
Yep. So
Hey man, what's up?
I'm assuming the word's been passed around. I'm here and I'm interested. You hear about the deal?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey
good.
man.
So from part of that,
forever, but thank you for the
we heard a lot of the boys. Sorry, hold on. Let me start that over. Talking is hard. English is bestest. So I heard some of you people, the business people, have been sent to this company. You know anything about it?
No, man.
Why not? Aren't you guys supposed to know everything around here?
We tried, but you know the tolls.
Of course, but that's why you gotta know more. That wasn't intentional. I wasn't trying.
No more. All right, I'm done with that.
No mercy from that guy.
So no, they don't really know. Not everyone has as good a work ethic as people you know.
I know. Slacking up here.
Uh-huh.
Well, we'll see if we can't get you some more business at least, or, figure out what's causing the problems.
All right, so you head out, check out the business?
Yep.
I slid a $50 to the homeless guy and was like, get a hot meal and I'll see what I can do about getting your friends back.
He takes the 50, looks at it, takes out a pen and checks it.
He's got a pen.
What?
That is a little rude with you guys buddying up.
Like, stole it from one of the shops. What do you expect, man?
That makes sense.
They're not going to care about a pen.
Well, here's another 20. Get some gas tanks, gas for your generator. Assume he's got a generator too and a TV.
He's like, he takes the 50. Yep. Nope. He doesn't need the extra 20. You pay me good enough, man.
All right. Well,
You got more of that whiskey?
I do, and I just give him the rest of the flask.
Okay. The whole
got it.
flask?
The whole flask. I
You
got
just-
another one.
you
I
hand
got
him the
another one in
flask.
my bag.
Okay.
Wow.
Just
Generous guy.
sweet, man. Sweet.
I mean, gotta help him out.
And he
Others
goes and
keeping
wanders
him
off.
down. Gotta have someone helping him out.
I don't remember his
Yeah,
sister
Brother
being
Whiskey's
so
good. Yeah,
generous.
really good helper.
So I don't remember his sister being so generous.
Generous was kind of my sister was kind of a daddy's girl. She got what she wanted.
So
She didn't
anyway,
have to
we're
give.
going to the forest place.
Yes. So, you make it to the business.
Yep.
And you make it to the address listed for the business.
Yep.
You see a mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is not good.
Great.
A mailbox.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it.
Does it say a mailbox on the side?
No. It does not say a mailbox. It literally just has the address on it. And there's not even a driveway around.
Is there a building anywhere?
Nope. We're going to say it's currently about 8 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
I need notice checks from everybody, please.
Okay.
5.
Ooh, explosion. Explosion.
I got a 60.
What was it?
13.
13. 13.
13. What'd you get, Mike?
6.
6.
6.
Or Garrett. Whatever.
I also have 13.
All right,
Nice.
so everybody hears a howl.
Oh!
It is not a wolf howl. It is a predator howl.
Crocodile.
Ooh, I'm gonna get you!
Okay, that was
Not that I'm a predator.
It's a wolf howl,
Oh.
but it just sends chills through everyone's bones.
Boss,
The two of you,
does that house sound familiar to you?
Trig
It's
and
time
Presley,
to get the deputy.
identify it as a werewolf howl.
I think
How
we
strong
got
do you
something
need to be to
else,
carry that
boss.
around?
Time to
That's a
get the
werewolf.
deputy out.
Alright, getting silver rounds.
Racking that silver in, grabbing my.
So everyone's got both magazines of silver ready to go.
Yep.
And I got the
I
dragon's
got my
breath.
silver top, my.
And you're carrying Dragon's Breath too?
Right, that's in my...
Well, do you have a shotgun?
yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
have
I
a
got
double barrel.
I got the
Got
Hitchcock.
the Hitchcock, yeah.
I
I got
my,
the little lady.
I got my Viking hand axe that's made of silver, and the company issue knife. I don't imagine I'm gonna need to use that.
What we need to do is get that 50-barrel drum for the dirty animal.
Dual wield. If I have to go melee, I'm gonna dual wield them like
Hey, boss.
knife and.
We don't want
axe.
the man report or getting involved in this. We might want to, tell him to stay away.
That's a good idea.
There is a
I'd hate
weird
for them
thing.
to walk into this.
There's a wickedly weird thing out here. You
Speaking of
stay
authority
back while we
figures,
clear.
kindly get the deputy out.
Of course, boss.
The deputy. That was the
deputy is my prized possession that has not been used yet. It is a 50 caliber Barrett anti-material rifle.
This is second only to the hat.
Yes, it is.
Like, I'm a
The
little
hat.
rough.
Not a nickname for anything.
This
It's
thing
literally
is presented like the royal saber. Boss, I've been
It's like that image of a guy kneeling down holding a sword up.
Actual question, how heavy is this thing? Can I lift it well?
50 cal Barrett weighs like
It's 30 pounds, I think?
35 pounds.
Okay, yeah, that's not that big. I'm just thinking,
30 to
in
40 pounds.
full armor, I would actually have trouble carrying this thing.
You just get slowed down. That's all it is.
I'm just like, one, I'm that short, two, it's that big.
It's also disassembled in pieces in a case per regulations.
Of course.
Because we don't just have a 50
Yep.
caliber rifles.
No, just, open
Screwing it together, screwing the barrel on.
I mean, if you want a boss, I could set up a good
No, we all follow
secure case on the side of the van. That
You
would set
understand
it up.
how much paperwork and diligence I had to do to get this thing?
Oh yeah.
Then you
Remember,
understand.
military.
We're going above board with this.
They're the king of paperworks.
So,
really.
you guys, who's leading the way into the woods?
Might be worse.
Yeah. I will be.
You're
Right after I
leading the
make
way.
my call to the sheriff that we do have a situation out here, but please make sure your boys do not come out here. We will handle it.
There might be some shooting in the Hiawatha National Forest.
Hunting
Imagine
some big game.
we have like night vision or anything like that in the van.
You do. You have night vision.
All right,
That's how he's going to be our oversight.
we got night vision and thermal, or just night vision?
Depends on what boss wanted to buy.
Boss, do we have night vision and thermal both, or just about night vision?
I mean, do you have binoculars?
Yeah, we have binocs. Yeah.
Well, binoculars are both eyes.
Monocular or
Right,
binoc-
monocular. Yeah. Yeah, binoculars.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Those would probably have thermal.
Okay. All right. I'm switching back and forth as we're moving, kind of checking.
I believe
Okay.
we're still somewhat in the winter for this as well, so
Yes.
heat signatures will pop out.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
And
why I was thinking
tracks would
thermal.
walk out.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, you are past the Snowpocalypse 2019.
Sure.
Oh yeah, people who don't know, this is set in 2019.
No.
2009.
2009. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. I was gonna say
That was still a bad
Snow
year.
Apocalypse was 2019, then we haven't even got there yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, bad snow.
I mean,
No, I
Polar
mean,
Vortex was
January.
when, like, yeah.
Yeah.
For people who aren't familiar, snow's bitch. And in the UP, it literally snows feet.
Yeah, I think the record's like 36 feet.
Ugh.
Why are
Yeah.
we here again?
Anyway, yeah, I'm taking point.
All right, so you're leading the way. Please make notice check. Everyone else, make a notice check at -2 because you got to deal with his tracks as well as everyone else's. 5.
I will be looking, not down, looking around. I'm not. They can look at the ground. I'm not.
Well,
doing
everyone's kind of looking around. It's
that.
just
No, I'm making that my active point.
Okay.
He's doing the snapper thing where he's surveying the entire canvas.
I'm going
make
to
sure
Benny
we're not
that.
flanked.
Okay.
Wow, I still got 3.
So you got a 3,
Same.
3, 5.
2. Jeez.
Sorry, boss.
Fat lot of good we are.
Negative
That's
2,
one point.
so
So
Yeah.
Wesley is
Oh,
leading the way.
right. -2. 1.
Sees
Sorry.
Over here, Mike.
sees someone in a
Legit.
clearing,
I remember the
Running.
last time we went up.
like
against
you
the wolf.
see
Boss
a thermal
got
trace
bit pretty bad.
running. All of a sudden, this giant fur shape tackles the guy, gets down, bites the guy's neck, stands up, and lets out one of those predator howls.
Ben, tell me you see this.
I'm aiming at it, boss.
Good.
And 1 second.
you're alerting us, the rest of us that didn't see it.
Everyone, please make stealth checks.
Oh, good.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
we have ourselves a werewolf.
Oh,
And I just bumped the
Is-
camera.
I don't think Ava was too stealthy.
No.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yes. I am Gnome Boy.
Good.
I also have more skills than I can fit on the list because I'm weird like that. I like having options.
So, for those that don't know Savage Worlds, Benny, you have one. You start with 3 per session. I can reward more for
Creativity.
We are currently using 45 Long Colt casings as our
I'll do it once.
markers. And
Benny.
We haven't killed
We haven't killed anything.
your guys' stealth doesn't matter.
Okay.
I just rolled a 30.
It's a werewolf.
I was gonna
35 on my notice.
with a.
Well, thanks for saying that after I rolled with a Benny.
Oh,
Could have exploded and turned invisible.
I did explode at
Can
least
I-
once.
Okay. Well, you
my
needed like
character
5
has
more.
danger sense. Can I scan the area for another one?
Yeah, go ahead and notice. That's a free notice check to see if there's another one.
I don't think it's assuming. Oh, it's assuming too much to say that if there's one werewolf, it's possible there's more. 16.
16. You do not see another werewolf.
Okay,
Uh,
I see that one real clear.
you see it real clear, and it looks up and sees you guys, and it starts charging, and we're going to draw cards for initiative. Now, with D&D, normally you roll for initiative. This game uses regular old playing cards.
That makes me sad.
From ace to twos,
Oh,
Boom! Joker!
Joker can decide whenever the heck they want to go.
and he gets a +2 on everything this turn.
And the deck gets rerolled after.
If the deck gets reshuffled after the round after someone gets a Joker, and yeah,
I get
everyone.
+2 to everything.
Josh, there's some more bennies.
Damage attacks. Yep.
Okay,
I get
Everyone
+2
gets
to-
an extra Benny.
No, and then I get a +2
Oh.
to everything.
Benny
for my
to
turn,
me.
right?
You get +2 to everything for your turn. Yeah.
Okay, that's what. And I am going to go first. So
Eddie,
that I can
you
go
still
before
need-
the werewolf.
All right. So you're up first.
Yep, I'm aiming for it. I got the silver loaded up already. You know, so. Let's see. So.
Did you get your extra Benny?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you just refreshed it.
Explosion. 4, 10 total.
+2.
+2. So 12.
That's a hit and a raise.
Hit and a raise. All right, and that's an extra D6.
6
Six
to all
then,
your
right?
damage.
Uh-huh.
And that's 8. So 2d8 plus a d6.
Oh, that's not a thing. Oh well.
10.
I
10.
tried Harley. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
10. Add +2 to that too, or no?
No.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So 10.
So 10 against his
damage.
toughness. All right. And I'm going
And
to
that
just
is
go ahead and
that is 2 armor piercing.
I'm going to go ahead and Benny
Oh
Uh,
gosh,
to try and soak.
Well, I mean they have their.
it has bennies.
Well, the GM always has bennies.
Still, scary to hear you say it.
Want to use a Benny to stop your Benny?
I counter Benny your Benny.
So
I have all the Bennies.
Oh, my trap card activated. I stole all your bennies.
you fire. You
I was
take
thinking a counter spell.
your SOCOM to your shoulder. What kind of sight do you have on it? Just red dot holographic.
Yeah, like red dot holographic.
Fire around, and you see a splash of red as you nail the werewolf in its torso.
Nice.
A splash of red on the ground, and it had like 4 steps. 4 steps as like starting a run, and it tumbles for a second.
Ooh, nice. So I hit it good.
So it's shaking. And let's see, I got a 6. So who's up next?
Jack.
Jack. All right, Mike.
Man,
What's Mike doing?
Mike's not going last. This seems weird. I'm going for cover, like behind the nearest tree.
Okay.
We'll move there and take aim and shoot.
So you take a couple steps over. You're not going to be able to technically aim, but you can just shoot.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we got the shooting, which is I haven't done this in a while. Okay, this one and this one.
Das.
Ah, son of a gun! But if I roll a 1 on my normal shooting, that's a bad
No.
thing, right? Or is that just
As long as
double
they're not
ones?
double ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Only
okay.
on double ones, unless you're shooting into a melee.
Got it, melee.
Not-
That was the issue. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're
so
fine.
4.
All right. So 4. That is a hit.
Let's roll the 2d6. Oh, there we go.
Nice. Nice.
So 9, 10, 11.
11. All right.
You rolled explosions for damage.
No. Yes.
Yeah. Normally, no, but we're playing. MHI plays with the graded damage rules, which does.
Oh, okay. I had an explosion on my
Oh, sorry.
6, but should I just roll another d6 quick or
No, it's fine.
no? Okay. All right.
I rolled high enough that I would have soaked 3 wounds. So,
Oh, okay.
so you. What does Mike have again as his weapon?
Thompson, so Tommy gun. Silver bullets. It's called the Filthy Animal.
Merry Christmas.
So you raise the filthy animal.
No,
What-
you're shooting the filthy
What
animal.
kind of fire mode are you in?
With a filthy animal.
Is there? I don't know if there's a different fire. Is this
Well, I mean,
the
well-
3-round burst, I guess. Whatever. 2.
Well, Thompson had full auto or
Yeah.
semi.
Oh, so semi-auto, I guess for
Semi.
now.
All right. So you fire rounds because you only have the 20 round stick mags,
Yeah.
right? So you fire a round, and it nails the werewolf right in the torso again. Like you guys are tearing up its torso. So you have a 10.
10. Yep.
And Josh, what do you have?
I has a 3.
All right. So Wesley's up next.
Line shot with the Winchester and taking shot.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, 10.
So I stepped that off to the side so we knew to
Okay.
shuffle.
5.
5. All right. That's a hit.
8 damage.
8. All right. So you fire, and you manage to nail the thing in its abdomen.
Alright.
It is howling in pain.
Good.
It's its turn, and it is attempting to recover from being shaken. It recovers from being shaken and charges right at you because you're up front.
Great.
Is it gonna be coming near me at all?
Nope,
Okay.
not this round.
No.
So the
But I wondered if it
werewolf
was like adjacent to me, you know.
comes charging in. I know,
Sure.
and
Being
jumps
melee?
at you as it comes in.
So he's a melee.
Melee.
Quick strike.
All right. What's your parry?
My parry is 7.
7. All right.
7 to the attack.
So,
Mhm.
you have a bayonet on your
I
right,
do.
right? You take your bayonet and stab out at it. Actually, no, you brace,
Yeah.
waiting for it to come in, like it's going to impale itself on your bayonet. Takes one of its claws as it's jumping and swats your bayonet out of the way.
Ah.
His parry is 9.
Alright.
And his other claw nails you.
In the armor.
In the armor. In the armor. In the armor.
Armor.
This is Jason's loading screen.
What's your toughness again?
6.
6. So that would be shaken plus 4 wounds.
Oh,
Ouchie. Okay, I'm gonna try to soak those.
He's a strong werewolf.
it's a werewolf.
It's a werewolf jumping at you.
7.
7. So it was 4 wounds,
4
right?
ones. Yep.
Oh, it's my die.
And you soaked 1.
Yep. I'm in pain, but I'm still up.
You're in pain, but you're barely up, but you're still up.
God damn werewolves.
As
Shit.
so, his claws are a little low, but they just sink right into your left thigh. They just sink in, and your leg, like
Mm-hmm.
the muscles, just keep locking up.
Like 10.
And you're going to take the slow hindrance as a minor until
2 sessions? That's usual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Slow is, I believe,
Half speed.
half speed. As the muscles in your leg just refuse to work.
Okay.
And Presley's turn.
What? Okay.
I'm going to just say it lands on the ground and you just go to the ground with it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Airhead.
I'm not gonna bear hug a werewolf. I'm gonna stab it.
Werewolf hug.
Because I'm assuming I can't. Can I fire into that?
Yeah, absolutely. If you roll a 1 on your shooting die, you hit the boss.
Yeah, that's the thing I refuse to do. So I'm gonna regret this. I don't care.
You gotta help the boss, right?
Yup. The boss is in danger. Nobody messes with the boss.
What is your melee weapon, by the way?
That's a good... Well, because I have throwing knives and a throwing axe.
Which do you want to use?
I think I'm gonna do 2 knives and just lunge at it.
Alright, go ahead and roll your melee.
I'm gonna try to do to it what it did to the boss.
And then climb on its back and like hold on like you're trying to steer
I'm gonna stick 1 into each ear hole and just ride it like a
roll
pony.
your fighting check, please.
To the left, to the right. 3 hops this time.
Dang it, you beat me.
3 hops this time. Nice explosion. Oh.
That is a 9. I believe you said his parry was 9.
Yes, that is a hit. Only one of your knives hits.
Yup.
But actually, no. Roll another fighting die.
That's right.
Not another wild die, but another fighting die.
Yup. That one misses.
All right.
Not a 1.
Yeah. Go ahead and
Damage.
damage.
These are expressly silvered, for clarification.
Yeah, it's part of. You get hired by the company, and they give you a silvered knife as part of your hiring package.
Initiation.
And they know a guy who can make basically anything else silvered.
I'm going Benny.
Okay.
Actually, I can Benny one of them. I'll stick with the 4, sadly. Wait, no, add them together, derp.
Yeah.
7. 6. Talking is hard.
You stab down with your knife, and it gets caught in the fur and doesn't sink in very far.
I was afraid of that.
And there is now a giant melee going on with the werewolf on top of the boss, and
Presley on top of
the werewolf.
That is Finn to you, greenhorn.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yep. And time to redraw initiative. Shuffle your deck together, guys.
I did.
We did.
All right.
Go ahead,
I
Garrett.
have not yet.
I cannot reach. Yeah, that's more accurate to Mike.
Guys.
Don't you have quick?
You
No.
suck.
Oh,
this is
no.
where I die.
It's a brand new day, and the
You don't want to
sun
go
is
now,
up.
though. That would just be silly. You want us all to attack.
We all combine our cards to make one
By
giant
our
number.
cards combined.
Combine the cards, and now we all go as one.
No, he's going first.
No, we form the Megazord.
And he is attacking both the boss and Presley.
So he's like, "Watcha!"
He has 2 attacks.
Yeah, I just picture his front paws going like one down, one going up behind him. Like,
No, it's more he's biting at the boss. And you said your parry was
7.
7. He bites down right into your throat.
Great.
Ooh.
But you have your collar up.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't break through.
Oh.
You can feel him choking you, but it doesn't break through. He turns and claw. I bennied that and ended up with a 6.
Oh.
Thank you, D&D gods.
Lords of Chaos.
It started as a 4.
Banjo.
I bennied it and ended up with a 6.
Ninja werewolf.
Presley
Yep.
gets thrown off, and it claws at you with its back claws while it does that. What's your parry? It nails you
Yep.
with its rear claws.
I know. I told you I was going to regret this. But it's the boss. No one messes with the boss.
The boss! The boss. The boss. The boss is on fire.
What is your toughness?
6.
6. That is a hit. And no.
Who raises?
Let's see. 6, 8, or 6, 12, or 6 to 10, 14. Then
dead.
up to 18. That's 3 raises, right?
Yes.
So yeah, it's a hit and 3 wounds. Are you gonna bet any to try and soak?
I think I'll commit. No.
Just lie on the ground with me. It'll be great.
I didn't bring my good coat.
So you're shaken.
Well, I'm going to roll.
Well, you're always shaken.
Yes.
You're guaranteed to be shaken.
But that's a vigor roll, right?
Yep, that's a vigor roll.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why the system is biased against tiny people. The good news is, a small dice means you can explode more. 6. 6 on a d4.
So you take 2 wounds.
Yes.
As his back claw,
I am shaken.
his back foot catches you
I am shaken and lightly stirred.
right between the legs
Oh.
and claws through your armor. You're bleeding, like from that area.
Oh no.
You land, flip, look.
And pass out.
No. Roar with rage.
Yep.
You do not touch the family treasures, Wolfie boy! And I have no idea what accent I just did there.
What the fuck?
Who's up next?
I have no idea.
King.
Be boss.
King of
While
Hearts.
he's swiping, can I disengage from this fucking thing?
You can. First, you have
What can
to roll to resolve your shaken.
Shaken.
Fine, I'm good.
You are no longer shaken. Rolling to disengage.
Yeah. I mean, I have to. He's pretty much still, like, pinned me down.
Yes.
Alright.
Unless, I mean,
What's
can
the
you stab
disengage
at him?
ability?
Yeah, agility.
Alright. 6.
6. All right. You manage to crawl out from underneath.
Can I, like, combat roll away from him?
You're
Is that
kind of
acceptable?
rolling away from
'Cause,
him.
like, yeah.
Well,
Now, did
hold
you
on.
take into account your -3 from your 3 wounds?
Sure. Oh. I did not. I'm gonna reroll that.
Because
Also, can you
Ooh,
combat roll holding a
explosions.
Barrett?
explosion.
Combat's roll engage!
Yes, yes, he
14,
can.
so 11.
11. You manage to roll out of the way, like just combat roll, and
To your feet.
Can I quick draw and shoot?
yes, because you
can
rolled
roll
with a
the
raise.
raise.
Yes,
I
I will
am-
let you do that.
Double barreling this dude with the little lady. Alright,
The
so.
little lady being his double barrel shotgun.
Yes.
Love all the
Alright, so
nicknames you
it's
guys have for your guns.
2 shooting rolls.
Yep, 2 shooting
One-
rolls plus your wild die.
Alright. Okay. Hello. Okay. 6, 4, 5.
All right, so 6 and 5 are both hits.
Great.
None with a raise, but all hits.
That's fine. Alright. Barrel 1. Ooh, 13. Barrel 2. I'll take that. 9.
9.
Yep.
All right, so you got 13 and 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Boom! You nail it twice. You actually blow off its rear right leg. just gone.
Good.
Spray of blood, and it howls kind of weakly and just slumps to the ground.
That's what you get.
It's amazing what a double-barrel shotgun would do at contact range.
Someone help me up.
Can I spend a Benny to just keep shooting it right now? I know combat is combat basically over.
For my turn, can I just walk up and just run my bayonet through its head?
No, I'm going to just blow it. I'm going to shoot my entire mag of 50 through its head. I'm going to roll it over and blow off its jewels in return.
You just do it.
Yes.
I need you to make... you can spend a Benny to remove your shaken, or you can roll for it.
Well, since while he's doing that, I'm going to check the dead body it was on, or the person that was attacking. Try to take a picture
Eddie
of like,
plus
the face and see if I can get
You
an
have bonus
idea
to
on it.
shaken rolls? If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken? +2?
+1.
Oh, I need to...
I'm good on shaken.
All right, you guys get 4 Puff XP, or 4 extra bennies. So this game gives you extra bennies for the group to spend if you kill a monster. The first time you kill a monster in a fight, or first time you kill a monster in an adventure.
Community bennies for what? That?
4 community bennies. Yep.
Nice. Do we need our initiative cards then?
No.
Not right now.
Okay.
Josh, you have danger sense, yes?
Yes.
So you sit there, empty your magazine into it, flip them over, reload, and empty 5 more rounds from your second silver magazine into its family jewels.
Yes. The first one was in its head, its brain, to be clear.
So you emptied your first magazine into its brain.
Yes.
Flip it over, 5 more rounds into its family jewels. You stop, and you hear a howl.
Oh.
Boss. He's got friends.
Everyone please make notice checks.
Double explosions. 5,
11.
11. 11?
11?
5.
5.
So Trig hears a howl, or everyone hears a couple howls.
Mm-hmm.
Trig hears 2 separate werewolves howling.
There's more than one, boss!
Get back to the truck.
Knife, ear, go.
Okay.
This guy's buying me some new nuts.
So you guys are moving back to the truck, right?
Yeah.
I need notice checks from everyone as you're moving.
Because that's a valid trophy confirm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or kill confirm, pardon me.
Three, 4,
11.
11. Josh, what does your danger sense do again?
I believe it is -2 on surprise checks.
Okay.
Or -2 on the surprise roll.
All right, so
I have to double check.
we'll figure it out. Everyone's running.
As best I can.
You suddenly scream, because who's in the lead again? Who's in the lead this
I'm
time?
not.
He's
Trig's in the
slow.
lead.
Oh, yeah, I'll be in the lead because I'm...
Everyone's running. You suddenly scream, Trig, down!
Wow, and I rolled an 11 on my notice, so I'm just going to assume like I saw it in time to...
Nope.
No? Oh,
No.
shit. So I dropped to the ground when he says down.
I bennied on my stealth check. Or I didn't benny, I exploded on my stealth check.
Oh, no.
However, danger sense just saved you.
Basically, it's a bonus to my passive perception. Pretty much.
Pretty much. Gives him a chance to avoid any ambushes, which he just did for you.
Yes, he did.
A shape dives in front, lands in the middle of the pathway, staring at you.
Werewolf.
Another werewolf. And then who's in the rear?
Me.
Mike, you turn around as you hear growling behind you.
We got a werewolf on each side. Front and behind.
Well,
How close are we to the end of the forest?
You are a good...
I just go, clever girl.
This would be a good time for that. Yes.
You are a good, 900 feet.
Because I have an idea. When was the last... Wait, there's snow everywhere, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you bring
Ooh!
Deputy with us? Or is it in the van?
I think it's in the van. We didn't carry it.
No one said they're carrying deputies,
He
so
said
it's
get
in the
out
van.
Deputy, so I
We got it out,
I
but...
assumed one of you guys were
Yeah.
carrying it.
just assumed
I
Boss
can't
had it.
bring it.
But
We could spend a Betty to say someone has it on them.
What is
I'll
the
do it.
strength requirement of that
Alright.
gun?
It has a bipod. It does not have
Oh.
a strength requirement as long as you use the bipod.
there, I have the
Without the
50 cal on my
bipod?
back.
Okay.
That requires...
I only have the
Okay.
one gun, so I mean, having a second one on my back is no big deal.
All right, so you have the deputy on your back.
That doesn't have any of the.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Nope, unfortunately. So you're carrying the deputy, and draw initiative, everybody.
Go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure there's no application here. What are the rules for healing at this point?
Healing
Yeah.
is without magic, something that's going to have to happen over time.
Yeah.
10?
4.
Ace. 8. 4.
Four.
I got a jack and a 9. So the ace is up first.
oh, red ace goes before Jack. It's good.
You're just going to fire the deputy at the guy in front of you?
Yeah, that was my thing. And just
Do you have quick draw?
I have
So I know the deputy is... what's your strength
I don't
value
know.
there, Jason?
strength is 6.
D6? Okay, that should be enough to shoot it without the bipod.
Offhand, though.
Well, I'm assuming he just dropped his rifle to the sling and pulled the deputy
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, because they're full
And
on
I know the deputy is 2d12 damage.
2d12 damage. Okay,
The
so
book had 2d10.
what do I roll for
Oh,
attack
2d10?
then?
Alright,
Yeah.
then 2d10.
What do I roll for attack?
You're
then?
shooting.
Am I
Shooting.
shooting?
You're shooting. Yep.
So
Standard shooting to attack.
am I wild die?
Yep.
I'm betting that.
You can only Benny one if you want. Just a thought.
You can keep a result and roll
Yep,
your
you can
dice.
keep a result. And only Benny one.
Betting the one. Oh, I just said that.
That's an
That's
explosion.
explosion.
That's another
Explosion.
explosion.
So that's
28.
28.
Okay. That
Does
is
it
a,
go through a water buffalo a long way?
that is a hit with a raise.
Hit with a raise. Okay, and
So
how much
it's
damage?
2d10 plus 1d6 damage.
2d10.
Armor piercing 4.
You have a D10.
Armor piercing 4. Yes.
And
You don't want to mess with an artillery rifle.
This thing can endure a tank.
Yes. Well, BMP at least.
14.
Maybe not a full-blown tank.
Yeah.
14. All right. So you fire a round, and I'm just going to tell you, I randomly rolled the head. So we're going to double the damage.
Ooh.
Yes!
So yeah, because the armor piercing there, it's like
Yeah.
extra damage.
Mhm.
So you fire, destroy the head of the werewolf in front of you.
Oh, it's dead.
It is gone.
It is
A
gone.
little bit dead.
Only I had more bennies to soak it.
As it like the smoke is bearing from the gun, I'm just like, I gotta get me one of these. Get a goal and call the sheriff.
All
I
right,
don't know if the
so
boss would appreciate that.
the good news is that was the one with the Joker. So
Oh,
my next
yes!
is 9.
Oh,
Woo! Who is up next?
No more head.
Yeah, 10.
10.
10.
10 is up next. So what are you doing there, Wesley?
I am hobbling over to the one that's not dead. Well, I'm just turning.
Turning.
How far is he?
He is maybe about 20 feet from you.
Okay. Oh, that's long. Okay, I'll use the Winchester.
Okay.
Seven.
Poor Fido.
Wait. So 4.
Fido!
4. Good enough to hit, though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Shooting is a 4.
All right. Now injuries don't affect damage, right?
Injuries do not affect damage.
11.
11. All right, so you nail it.
Mm-hmm.
And nail it right in the one of its rear legs as it's starting to move forward. It yelps in pain, stops for a minute, and you just see blood coursing down its leg. So you got a pretty good hit on it. Good. And I got a 9. Anyone got a...
Nope, you're next.
Soaking to try and recover. He successfully recovers. He is jumping, running forward, charging at Mike.
Mike.
And Mike, what's your parry?
That would be a 6.
He's gonna hit you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, what's your toughness?
That would be an 8.
9. Hold the line.
All right.
What's that do again?
Plus 1 toughness.
Oh. That would have been nice to remember earlier.
So 9.
I also forgot I had dodge, so...
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so that is a hit plus 4 wounds.
Oh!
Oh,
Okay,
crap.
well,
You're only allowed 3, aren't you?
let's
Yep.
say,
Like 3.
So you're gonna have to
Dying?
try and...
Bigger,
He's at 3,
right?
I'm at 2.
Spend a Benny and a vigor roll.
4 is dying.
4 is dead, I think.
4 is dead.
So he's gotta soak
Yes.
at least 1. Benny till you make it.
and I can't Benny.
You can't
I
Benny
can't-
this.
You cannot Benny these.
I
You
did.
spend a Benny to be able to roll. You
I
can't
did.
Benny the roll again.
Shoot. Mike!
So, the werewolf bounds forward.
I don't mean rules really here. So it's -1, -2, -3, then incapacitated?
Yep.
Okay. So is that dead?
That would be dead.
Well, he's out of the fight.
He's KO'd.
100%.
Yeah, so, alright.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to
Yeah.
do. So, jumps forward, lands, and attacks you.
I get bit, didn't I?
He knocks you, he lands on top of you. And... rolling randomly to see if he actually does. Bites into your abdomen, rips it out.
Oh, you Bill! Just gonna,
Bill?
That's not, I was gonna say bitch, but no, he passes out.
You just pass out
Yeah.
from the pain.
Bill 9.
Oh, that hurts.
And who's up next? Josh?
Me. Full auto. I'm just hosing the ruddy thing with my
Okay.
crits.
Might as well, since the only person in combat with it is dead, so...
I'm not happy. I'm not trying to hit him. He got bit. This thing goes down.
Sorry. Didn't mean to cough on you. Sorry. I'm dying.
Okay, I'm at 2. No, I'm at 2 wounds, -2, so that is a 6. Oh wait, sorry. I need to roll 3 dice.
Yes, you need to roll 3 dice.
So I got a 6 on my first one.
Crimson, there was no trying. The head was gone.
Okay, with the -2,
That's what I get for not
I
trusting
got a
Harper.
6, a 5, and a 14.
6, 5, and 14.
Revenge for the
All
for
right.
Trig blowing
All 3 of those are
blowing her
hits.
mate up.
Okay, was there a raise in there?
The 14 is, yeah.
Okay, so that is 2d6.
So let's go ahead and roll the first one.
Plus 1d. I'm rolling the raise first. This is AP 1.
Alright.
Eight with the raise.
Okay.
6,
6,
7.
7. So 8, 6, and 7.
21. sorry, 19.
They're all individual hits.
Yeah, you're right.
So, your first burst of 3 or 4 bullets nail the thing in the rear legs, and it kind of collapses a little bit. You walk your burst right into its stomach, right up into its chest, and you finish off with 15 rounds fired, and the thing just collapses. Dead.
I'm gonna run up and start stabbing it with my bayonet in the head.
Okay. So
there's not going to be a body left when we're done with it.
Yeah, there's not going to be a body when they're done with it.
And I'm going to start taking the samples from the werewolves. Proof that we...
Hold on. Notice check again.
Oh.
There was 3 of these bastards.
Yeah, that's true. There could be more.
This is also a really big fucking park.
Yeah, you're right. Notice.
I mean, I'm doing the notice check. Anybody else is willing to do whatever. I've got a 9.
9?
I got 5.
4. And Mike groans. You do not hear any more howling.
I look, like, perception check to look and see if I see any more thermal anywhere outside of our group.
Don't see anything.
Okay. Alright, then I begin grabbing samples and...
Okay.
And
well,
I loot Mike's body.
Mike isn't dead yet.
Oh.
He's not dead.
He's unconscious.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
I will put a bullet in you.
If I know he's not alive.
Remember
not dead,
the story I told you earlier tonight about the guy?
Yeah.
You can survive quite a bit.
Not dead yet.
I just survived.
I just take the samples. I just take the samples of everything to prove that we killed some more.
I'm going to attempt to help Mike to walk.
I need to heal. We need a healing check first because things that are inside are outside. Things that are supposed to be inside are outside.
Boss, my outsides are in my insides.
Just hang on.
I don't think it's supposed
My
to be that
insides
way.
are my outsides. My outsides are my insides.
Base spirit roll at -2.
Yep.
Is that still with the extra dice?
Yeah, it's still with your wild die.
No.
Or no, healing is. Sorry, if you don't have the skill, it's 4.
Oh, it's D4.
-2.
I'll do it then. I've got it. I've got the
You have
skill.
healing?
Yeah.
All right, so Trigger's
I'm
roll.
making a system in the healing process.
All right.
Can we both heal?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Okay.
can both assist him.
He's got a 5.
I got 5.
It still has the wild die, though, right?
Yeah, you always roll your wild die. That's the advantage you guys get for being heroes. You get your wild die. 4.
You know what?
So 5.
5.
5, 4, and
I'm gonna try this once.
as the dice go flying.
That is a cock die. No, okay.
3.
-2, so that comes out to a 1. So that, I mean, either way, it does nothing.
Okay.
So you manage to kind of push some things back in place, put a bandage around it, you moisten it up because you need to use wet bandages on intestines, and you drag Mike to the van, and you drive off to the hospital.
All right. Hauling ass for the hospital then. And like I said, I already grabbed the samples and we loaded everything else back up.
Mm-hmm.
Good man.
And you make it to the hospital. The doctor kind of gives you some sass, like, what the hell were you doing? Then the sheriff shows up and says, he was working for me. You don't need to ask questions there.
Yeah, we're government men.
And then, next thing you know,
Also, just realized MCB.
Agent Johnson shows up.
Oh, you sure that pig doesn't shoot me?
Hey, wait,
Did
I meet Agent Johnson yet?
Agent Johnson and Agent Russo both show up.
The trick
So,
no,
the MCB are the government's. It's the government's. The government agency whose job it is to keep the supernatural secret, meaning they're empowered to do whatever they need to do to keep people from knowing about it and to keep people from turning to monsters if they know about it.
like the Men in Black.
They really are like the Men in Black.
They are the Men in Black,
Men in
but
Black.
generally...
Hopefully not the Men in Black taking people in a van.
We could
So, they show up, and Agent Johnson has been tagged by the team as Agent Asshole, mostly because Basara antagonized him.
Yep. And he is kind of an asshole.
And he is kind of an asshole. And Mike is in surgery currently.
Yep.
And you have had your leg bandaged up. And you have had your crotch bandaged up. Everything's in place. You're not missing anything.
Hey, chicks take scars.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Oh,
there's too many jokes there. Sorry.
So,
My daddy used a razor blade.
No, don't.
Okay.
So,
Didn't get.
Trig is sitting in the waiting room because you're the only one that
Only
didn't
one
get
that's
injured.
not getting. So,
Good luck,
Trig
newbie.
asshole.
Trig is standing there when Agent Johnson walks up. I imagine you're with Wicked and Weird.
Oh yes, sir. I am. My name's Trig Smith. I don't remember if I gave him the last name or not. So, yeah.
Trig Gurr. G-I-R.
I'm Trig. People call me Trig. I'm Trig. People call me Trig.
So, where is everybody else?
One's in surgery. We had an encounter with 3 werewolves.
Oh no.
And I pretty much pull out my map and I show them, like, we had encountered them in this area. We believe there may be more out there, but that's what we've encountered so far. Pretty much just give, like, the full, like, military-style report, like, like, word for word. And I'm just like, pretty much full report, what happened to each one of them, and where we're at now.
Oh, I'm dead.
Where we're at in the
I'm so
investigation.
dead. Asshole's gonna shoot me.
So he just, thank you, sir, walks off.
What a nice gentleman. And I sit down.
I mean, he's been
Did he even identify?
this guy's not like Basara.
Did he even identify himself?
I did.
They did all that.
Just. You must be with Wicked and Weird. Yes, here's everything that happened.
yeah.
I was a reporter, thanks.
He walked up holding his MTV credentials.
It would have just been...
And I introduced myself, and I was like, oh, yes.
So, Mike, you're on the surgery table.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly, Agent Johnson walks into the surgery bay.
Oh, son of a gun.
Doctor, I need everyone to clear out of here. Homeland Security, this man is a threat. I need to...
Liar. Oh, I'm probably... I can't even talk. I'm actually probably out of
Oh
it.
yeah, you're sedated totally.
Completely out.
Doctor, I need everyone to leave. This is classified top secret.
Is there a chance I saw him walking by? Because I know what's happening. I'm not trying to stop him. I just want to see it. Be there for it.
What?
No, you didn't see it.
Okay.
Like, I want to go watch my friend get shot.
So,
You wouldn't want to stand by a friend who's
Mike,
going to die?
unbeknownst to you, the doctor protests, and Agent Johnson convinces him to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Walks up, takes his pistol, screws on a silencer.
Doesn't even wait to see if the test came back positive.
Holds it against your forehead,
Clear bite mark.
and pulls the trigger.
F in chat for Mike, please.
Yes. Unfortunately, once you've been bitten by a werewolf, it is 100% transmitted, and there is no known way for you to survive.
Well, not survive, but...
Well, yeah, there's like, you will eventually turn into a crazy murder machine.
Yeah.
And
There's only maybe one werewolf.
And per
at
the
the time.
Anti-Lycanthrope Act of 1995, they can immediately eliminate any verified werewolf. Just to double check his work, Agent Johnson does take a sample of blood, puts it in the tester, and it immediately turns blue.
Positive.
He collects blood samples from Wesley and Presley.
Is it done?
It's done. both of your samples do not change color. He says, I'm going to hang out of these for an hour. We're already getting blood from, the hospital's already drawn blood for full lab work. You know the routine.
This isn't the first time we've had a test, I think, either.
Nope. So, Agent Russo does, sorry guys, seem like good people.
He was.
He'll be missed.
Darn it.
I know I'm wrong.
We'll never get to see his next book. I want to know how it ends. Let him live to tell us that much.
What's worse is before he died, he hit delete on all of his records on his phone.
So, with that, we're going to end for the night. We're gonna be back in just a couple minutes to hang out and chat, but see you guys in a minute.
Beautiful.
Oh, so that was quite the adventure there.
That was awesome. That was a great fight.
Mike, I'm sorry.
It happens.
I rolled percentage to see if he bit, and he bit.
Oh yeah, it's.
I mean, that's what happens when you're fighting werewolves, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
And I did the same roll for both Boss and Presley when they got attacked. The one time I rolled a bite for Eddie's character, he
didn't beat the AC, basically.
Yeah, he didn't beat his toughness by 1. So if you've missed most of the show,
did you turn it back on?
Yeah, we're back on.
We're back on.
So,
hello.
Thanks for the follow. We do have all of our stuff
uploaded on YouTube.
Uploaded to YouTube at Sunday Night RPG, and you can catch up on the entire first story arc, which would be the Bone Man and him releasing zombies, and then if you've ever read the Monster Hunter books, the 5 minutes takes place during that time. Then the beginning of this story arc, which we really haven't hit a whole lot of.
We'll get attached to mine.
You can get attached to Ruby, though. No big deal.
Rune,
yes, pardon me.
Yeah, get very attached to her real quick. I mean,
in fact, there'll be more.
Taking every second you hear her voice, and
you could even split her with somebody else.
Anyway, so we do keep track of everything. I do try and keep things to about hour and a half live, unless we have a major event, just because it's a lot easier to watch it that way. If we do have a longer session, I'm gonna break it up into different sections for YouTube. But no, it's always, we try and do the YouTube stuff just so people who missed can catch up before they come in. And yeah, I mean we.
It's also where we keep some of our older campaigns, specifically Shadowrun and Grim Noir.
I don't know if any of the Grim Noir stuff is still up there.
Oh.
But the Shadowrun stuff is,
Good.
but I think I'm still behind on uploading on that. So.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, at the very least, we put it on YouTube because people who miss can watch and catch up. But
that shot with the 50 though.
That was clutch.
That was clutch, and everyone felt so good.
Yep. And then 2 seconds later, his insides are outside and his outsides are in, and it's like.
Hey, boss, no! I feel cold inside. That's because your inside is outside. It's cold outside.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Oh.
So that is the third team member to die.
No. Second,
yeah. Only second.
Yeah,
Because Boss retired. So Basra
He
was
may come back at some point, but
a redneck elf who retired at the end.
After getting beaten up a lot.
Then Rune joined at the beginning of the second story arc.
But then don't spoil that.
And then her brother joined up after that happened.
Yep.
Don't worry, Mike does not have a brother. But a sister.
But does he have a canon sister?
No.
I'm not
I still find it entertaining that your name was John Garrett, and then we just all remembered Mike Cannon because
it's a cool name. It was his author name.
He could come back and play my character's father.
No, thank you.
No.
No.
I've got a couple ideas.
Play Basara's cousin.
Will do. Just so you're aware, Tara is a wonderful community member on Twitch. Some of her community has been coming by, Ultiminion and Harley, for the last few sessions. So she's definitely interested and involved. So we'll definitely make sure you're aware.
Yeah, I'm. This is my channel, but I work 3 jobs and don't really have time to network a whole lot. So Prosperous Guard tends to take a lot of that work for me. Do a lot of that work for me. So,
What a great guy.
yeah, he really is a great guy.
Who are we talking about?
Next
The
week,
guy with the hat.
next
a
week,
very
if
nice
people
hat.
are still up for it, we'll be doing something on Tabletop Simulator.
Yep.
Anyone who wants to come by and join,
We can
feel free.
If you have Tabletop Simulator, we'll happily get some people from the chat in. Otherwise, we could potentially do Jackbox games as well.
Yep. Yeah. That was a lot of fun. If you do end up, I'll probably make a Discord server just for this, so we can have people join up and. Yes, he is. But anyway, no, that was. What'd you guys think of that one?
Werewolves
Yeah.
suck.
I love
You
fighting
rolled like
werewolves.
an 18 4 times?
Yes.
Every time I rolled damage for them, the D12 damage exploded.
All right. Now, could we have kept Mike hush hush? Let's just realistically
No,
think about
so
this.
you would have had to do.
Yeah, had I not give him any information about it, just be like,
I mean,
he got hurt.
If you'd said injury or mauled or anything like that.
He got injured, and he's, like,
He
I
got
completely
shot.
flat out lied and was like, he fell on a stick and it cut across him. And
No.
it cut him.
Because they still would have done the test out of practice.
Yep, they
And
still would have done the test, and it still would have come
probably
back
the-
positive.
So it's just better off on my end
Well,
that I just
no.
told them.
The biggest thing is the boss and I would have probably still done. One of us would have still done it. It would have just been nice if we had done it on our terms.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, Trig didn't do anything wrong.
No, he
Just
didn't.
not with the team. Not as the team would have exactly wished it, but it did the exactly right thing because if you had hidden it from the MCB and they found out,
back on my ass.
they would have come back at you, and you would then be under arrest for breach of the Lycanthrope Act of 1995. So,
Lycanthrope Act of 1995 would have got my ass hard.
yeah, like you were out cutting wood and tripped and fell on your chainsaw. You would have
While it
met
was
Franks. You would have met Franks. Franks is an MCB agent who is very scary.
He's the Arnold Schwarzenegger
He's
of
Frankenstein.
the MCB. They say, we need this problem solved. The problem is then gone.
Yeah, if they drop Franks on it, problem's gone. Problem solved.
He's a one-man tank.
Yes, he absolutely is. So, anyway. Yeah, no,
Were those like mature werewolves, or they were like young? I mean, I don't know if werewolves like
they were mid-range.
Because like with vamps, you got like the minor vamps, and then like
They were kind of mid-range. They were intelligent enough.
because when they flanked, that's what kind of made me wonder.
Well,
if they
again, pack mentality anyway. Flanking is just good thing for them.
right? Because it's
Also,
just
what
like the
time-
first one. The first one literally charged right at us, as soon as he smelled it.
Tara,
while
they
the
would
other
have
two,
just
He was in Blood Fury.
killed
snuck
him
around
and made it
us.
look like an accident. Because they can do that. The MCB literally has the authority to just execute anybody that they can justify. They don't have to go to court. They can just do it.
You don't get a phone call.
Yep.
For the sake of explanation, for anybody who's new to this universe, the MCB's primary reason for existing is the understanding that the more people who who know about and therefore believe in supernatural things, the stronger those things are, especially things like dark magic.
I thought it was like the layer between them.
No.
Well,
the
dark
world.
magic. Dark magic in particular.
In particular, that's what they're most concerned about, but all supernatural things fall into that category, because if you know a werewolf is real, you might realize voodoo could be real too.
Yep.
So they just put a blanket, end of story, nobody can know about it if at all possible. Now, metagame knowledge, we don't know this is actually a fact. In actual canon, it is officially clarified in the books, this is real, and it's a gritty job that they do, and some of them are far too ready to use that privilege more than others, but they have full regards, full rights to do basically anything they want to, up to and including a straight-up execution and passing it off as an accident.
Not just execution, up to and including dropping a nuke in the U.S.
I was talking about one person. But yes, for maximum containment, the MCB...
If they need to, they can drop a nuke in the U.S. to contain a supernatural event.
Mm-hmm. And it will probably be blamed on terrorists, but all that matters is that the supernatural event did not get any farther. But at that point, to be fair, they would only do that if the event would likely end the world anyway.
Yeah. They have some guidelines, but yeah, it's...
Very thin guidelines.
Well, no, it's the fact that they don't want a response that will get more attention than the event itself would. Because, oh no, there's a werewolf, we're going to nuke the town. The nuking the town would bring more heat, more attention to what caused this than the werewolf itself.
So yeah, I should post somewhere that if anyone's interested, the game we're playing is set in the universe Monster Hunter International by Larry Correia. They're very good books. They're pulp books. Like they're not going to be the next great novel, but oh my goodness, are they so much fun to read? And he writes action scenes very, very well.
Especially if you like guns, he does all of the details.
Yes,
a lot of details, and even if they're also on audio,
the audiobook is narrated
read
by Oliver Wyman. It is amazing.
Yep,
yeah, it's
and
fantastic. I listen to it on different long trips when I drive. And
Yes.
I've re-listened to like book one alone probably 3 times.
To be fair, this is because I don't have a lot of books. I have heard the entire Monster Hunter series, currently standing at, I believe, 8 books, over 10 times in its entirety.
If you're going to start reading them, start with book 3, which is Monster Hunter Alpha. It is a standalone book. It doesn't spoil anything. And unfortunately, the first book was his first published book. So there's a little bit of first installment weirdness. But by the third book, he's really hitting on all cylinders. Mm-hmm. And that is what will really sell you on the world. Once you get that, then you can start the first book.
So on an otherwise completely normal Tuesday afternoon.
First?
I start people on Alpha, even though it's the third book, because it's mostly standalone. And at the same time, it's better written than the first MHI book.
I know maybe like, so I was trying to think, I was like, I think Alpha, because Alpha takes place.
Yes,
after.
Chronologically, it's still the third book, but it's one of the best written, and it doesn't spoil the entire rest of the story. So it's a good one
to get your interest,
to sink your teeth into.
Yes.
And then the first
Oliver Wyman is really, really good.
And then, yeah, I still love the hook of the first book.
Then there's also he wrote the Grim Noir series, which we actually did an RPG in for a little bit until people died. Some
people couldn't let people do sacrifices heroically.
Right. So it is 1930s, but with magic.
There's always a TPK.
And that one's narrated by Bronson Pinchot.
Pinchot.
Who can do...
He does a set of different voices very well. You can tell whose thoughts he's reading by the way he speaks it. He reads them in character. Like, there's this one girl who's really, really active, and oh my god, oh, and then she's over here, oh, and then I'm going to do this thing here, and oh, why'd you fall over?
So, the two characters in that book are a World War I veteran who's been there, done that, nice, slow, plodding pace, because he does not get excited about much of anything. And then the other character is a ADD 18-year-old girl, and you can tell who he's reading based on how fast he's reading. Like, he changes his cadence to read them. So anyway.
If I could summarize the series, it's Mages meets X-Men.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's very unique powers and society dealing with that because it is public knowledge. So,
anyway. Some recommendations. Larry also writes really good for audio. He's won a bunch of Audis, and he does Tara, I would start with book 3. That will give you an intro to the world. Then go back to book 1. So it's kind of the way the series is book 1 and 2 are the main character. Book 3 is a side character. Book 4 is the main character. Book 5 is a side character.
The biggest thing is that the first 2 books were literally his first 2 books ever, so admittedly they are rough around the edges. We're not saying these books are perfect. Book 3 is when it feels like he really hits his stride, so give that one a try, see if you enjoy the world. If you do, go back and see the first 2.
Like they said, Book 3 won't actually wreck anything from book 1 and 2, so you wouldn't have to pretend it didn't exist, because as far as timeline goes, you're going to reach up to that by the time you reach book 2 anyway.
Yeah, sort of like the Shannara Chronicles. It's, the first one isn't bad, but there's a couple sections where it drags, and it's like, I've learned just from trying to introduce people to it, it's like, I need to sell you on the world first. Once I can sell you on the world, then you can get through the first the first book and its slower parts.
A couple of my friends, they had that issue with the second book. There's a few points when it starts to drag on, but
and I will drop you a link to
and if you're
Audible's page for it, do you do audiobooks or Kindle? Because I can drop a link for both in a minute.
And if you're someone who, once you start reading something, you're going to finish the whole series anyway just to know what you're going to read, then you could just start at book 1, too, at that point.
Yep.
I started at book 1, and I was so hooked on the series, I was just like, when's the next one out? When's the next one out? Okay, there's more out. All right, I need to get my hands on them.
Yeah. So anyway.
I have this thing when the next book comes out, I listen to the entire series again.
Audio mostly.
So I will DM you with the link to that in a couple minutes. Right now, unless anybody has any questions, I think we're going to get out of here. Because I have to be up early.
Yep.
Yay, 24-hour shifts.
9:30.
Have a good one, everyone.
See ya.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Tara, I am the exact same.
Bye.
All right. Good night, everybody.